From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, it's currently 10 o'clock in the evening. I'm Fred Gossage along with Taylor Plott, Chase Wilson, and Sam Camp in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. No warning still across the area. We do have storms starting to move in, although they're not currently severe, but storms are moving in that we're still watching. Still have a tornado watch in place. Now, Hardin County just got cleared from the tornado watch. However, storms are still moving through. They're just not severe at the moment, and once that line pushes through, it will be over for those guys. So Hardin County, you're not technically in the tornado watch anymore, but we're still going to watch you for about 30 more minutes, and then your threat's going to wind down for the night. Until 1 o'clock in the morning, we still have a tornado watch in our viewing area in Tennessee counties of Wayne, Lawrence, Giles, Lewis, Murray, and Marshall. That's the Tennessee counties in the viewing area under a tornado watch, and then tornado watch until 4 o'clock in the morning for Tishomingo County in Mississippi, and then Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, Lawrence, Limestone, and Morgan counties in our viewing area. That's until 4 o'clock. Now, the threat's not going to last until 4 o'clock, but this tornado watch that includes North Alabama goes well down to the south and east, and they will have a threat down there until 4 o'clock. So the entire watch gets issued with one expiration time, and then they just trim counties as the threat starts to end from west to east. No warnings in the immediate viewing area, but notice that yellow flashing polygon back in North Mississippi. West of Tupelo, that is a severe thunderstorm warning back there for a portion of the line that we will be watching that may move up into North Alabama here over the next hour or two. So we'll switch to Viper live Doppler radar and look at what's going on. And the overall line structure really not terribly impressive at the moment. It's starting to lose some of its structure over southern Middle Tennessee down into parts of North Alabama here. The strongest part of the line at the moment is southwest of Tupelo. That's moving off to the northeast at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. That will put it approaching Franklin County, Alabama within the next hour. We have seen some areas of the line in southern Middle Tennessee that have tried to bow forward and cause some potential wind damage, maybe a spin up, but they really haven't fully gotten their act together at this time. Taylor drawing that overall time of arrival track on the state line near Red Bay at 11:05 based on the current speed it has. So if it holds that current motion, that portion of the line with the severe thunderstorm warning back southwest of Tupelo would be approaching Alabama state line either near or just before 11 o'clock. Now we'll go up and look at some single site data in southern Middle Tennessee and then work our way southward into northeast Mississippi. Let's start with our live Doppler radar and look into portions of Lewis County and Wayne County. First at the radar here, we've been watching some little kinks in the line back into portions of Hickman and Perry counties. Nothing is severe at the moment, but we are going to have to watch a couple areas in here. Taylor outlining a couple that have since moved over into Hickman County. These are moving east-northeast. What we would be watching is just south of that, back toward Flatwoods and southwest of Hohenwald to see if that tries to curl around as it heads up toward the Hohenwald. We'll switch on live Doppler velocity and look at what we have. And there is a shear axis with the gust front there, but nothing immediately tightening up into a rotation. We'll watch that very carefully, but I don't see any signs of tornado development. I don't see any signs of really strong damaging straight line wind, but there may be some 40, 45, 50 mile per hour wind gusts in that portion of the line. We will flip on to the reflectivity here and draw a storm track that goes across northern portions of Wayne County and across Lewis County, east-northeast at 45 miles per hour, and get some times of arrival in here. And this particular portion of the line moving into Centerville by 10:09, Waynesboro 10:12, Hohenwald 10:19, Arkland at 10:45, Bethel 10:45, the Summertown area at 10:48. So we'll clear that off and go to the next rad data.
Which site do you want?
Let's go ahead and do HTX at the moment. All right, and then you can see as we go deeper into Wayne County, Tennessee, the line is a bit more messy. This would be less of a damaging wind and more of a heavy rain situation, but maybe some 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts still moving through places like Flatwoods, over to Clifton, down through Waynesboro, Martins Mill, down through the Lutz area, Collinwood, and then back into eastern Hardin County east of downtown Savannah from the Counts area back to Walnut Grove. It's really messy in here. I don't see any true signs of any truly damaging winds, and definitely not any signs of rotation. You can see the general shear axis in here. It's broad, and it does have some gusty winds, but I'm not seeing anything really threatening. Now, we'll draw a storm track on the leading edge of this here, and we'll go east at 45 miles per hour, and we'll do some more times of arrival for this portion of the line for the next 30 to 45 minutes, and that would be moving into Walnut Grove here at about 10:15, where the gustiest winds are. There's already rain now in portions of these areas.
Just taking it out a little longer.
Okay, yeah, that works. So we have Lawrenceburg and such in the track. Hohenwald by 10:16 from that portion of the line, clipping southern and central areas of Lewis County. Waynesboro 10:16, Lutz 10:18, Collinwood by 10:34. Again, this is not for rain. This is for the potential for that gust front producing wind gust over 40 miles per hour. There will be rain and lightning ahead of that. That's not what we're timing out here. Collinwood 10:34, Deerfield and Summertown 10:47, Mount Pleasant 10:48, West Point 10:55, Pea Ridge 10:56, Columbia, Tennessee at 10:57, Etheridge, Tennessee at 11, and Lawrenceburg at 11:05. That would also tell me that somewhere around 10:50 or so, that would be moving into the Loretto and the St. Joe and the Iron City areas that are just to the south of the track that we have drawn here. So we'll clear this off. We'll go to GWX, reflectivity, and go look back into northeastern areas of Mississippi. And again, the line structure here moving into northern Tishomingo County doesn't look severe. The line does pick up in intensity along US 45 from Prentiss County, from the Alcorn-Prentiss County line near Rienzi, down 45 through Boonville, all the way to Saltillo, Mississippi, and then back into eastern Pontotoc County, where there still is that severe thunderstorm warning. So we'll zoom out just a hair and then draw an overall storm track on this segment of the line and carry it off to the northeast.
While I'm doing that,
okay,
there is that supercell that we were tracking. That's now part of the line itself.
Right.
That one does have a little bit of a, I'll kind of do a little drawing on here. That one does have a little bit of a hook that's trying to get going down there.
Okay, we'll look at that here in just a second. So,
well, let me do that again.
What happened? All right, we'll get the track back on here. And I'll tell you what, did it do? Right click on that squall track button and do the show range up to maybe 75.
On minutes?
You
talking about the towns?
The show range at the bottom of the marquee.
Yeah.
All right, and now carry it out. How long is the duration then?
I did that for an hour.
All right, let's go ahead and carry it out 90 minutes, maybe 120, and see what we get. And then we might have to bump the show range up to 100.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. So here are some times of arrival for this segment of the line that would carry it into northwestern areas of Alabama and Tishomingo County. We're talking about time of arrival at Iuka by 10:28, then the Shoals Metro just before 11:30, Sheffield and Florence at 11:25, Tuscumbia at 11:26, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, 11:28. 11:29 from Muscle Shoals, Loretto 11:31. Again, for this segment of the line here back in North Mississippi that may have the highest potential of producing severe weather, Russellville 11:45 and Pulaski 12:06. The only warning we have for that is back into portions of Pontotoc, Chickasaw, and Calhoun counties in Mississippi, well back to the southwest of the viewing area. What you got, Taylor?
It does have a tornado possible tag on it.
Okay. So we'll zoom in and focus a little bit on that, look at some of the storm features. Let's go to storm relative velocity and see what that looks like.
There's that hook that I'm talking about.
Yeah, there is a tightening rotation southeast of Troy, Mississippi. That's moving into southwestern areas of Lee County, Mississippi. Now, the only county in Mississippi in our viewing area is Tishomingo County. So this is back southwest of the viewing area. However, if this were to hold together, you would have to worry about this in Franklin County, Alabama in another 30 to 45 minutes or just a little bit longer, which is why we're watching this carefully. It's not in the viewing area yet, but it is moving in that direction. And there's a new severe thunderstorm warning now in the portions of North Mississippi that includes Lee, Itawamba, and Monroe County. That's still south of the viewing area. That doesn't include Tishomingo yet, but that's just an idea that the storms in that segment are intensifying. They're moving to the northeast at 45 to 50, and we will have to watch this in Franklin County over the next 45 minutes or so. If they hold together, there could be a severe thunderstorm warning required in these areas. Now, for the overall line itself, we are going to go to Fast Track and look at the overall timing. And again, not all of this line is holding together, but a generalized timing, a rough time of arrival for the worst of the weather. That's what this is. Franklin, Tennessee, just north of viewing area, about 10:30. Red Bay, 10:40. Columbia, 10:45. Lawrenceburg, 10:48. 10:52 in Florence. Again, that's not from the line segment we were tracking a minute ago. That's from some of this heavier stuff up in the northern areas of Tishomingo County. So when we track individual segments, you get slightly different times. Russellville, 11:07. Pulaski, 11:11. That's from the Tennessee portion of the line. And then moving into the Murfreesboro area by 11:14. So that's an overall view of how things are progressing over the next few hours. I do think that carries it into the Athens and Decatur areas near or just before, just a little before 12 o'clock here. 11:43 for Athens, 11:42 for Moulton and the Decatur area, 11:56. We're going to go over to Taylor Plott for just a minute. He's been looking at some things that he wants to share as well. Taylor, what you got for us?
Yeah, we got Sam just told me we're getting a tornado warning out for, it's not in our viewing area, but it's for that cell that we're watching for down in, there it is right there. And we've been kind of looking at the radar data, and it's iffy to see if this has actually had a debris ball on it. I'll circle what I'm talking about here. So right around Troy, and then it moves to the southeast a little bit. But when you look at velocity data, it kind of goes along with it, kind of down towards that southeast.
Go back to that specific frame and then hit your 4-panel button.
Let's see.
Because that should be set up already.
Let me do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to change it back to
You might have to click in and,
Hang on. Let me do that. I want that GWX.
We're going to see if all that lines up.
All right, the top two kind of have it.
Yeah, okay. So that
lines
likely
up
was
pretty
a
well.
short-lived tornado right there.
So they have the tornado warning. I'll take the 4-panel off here. We do have that tornado warning. It does go up to the state line. It would eventually, if it keeps going, would possibly get into parts of Marion County, maybe extreme southern Franklin County, but that's kind of iffy at the moment. But it looks like there was a tornado there. I don't know if there is one currently, but tornado warning regardless in effect for Itawamba, Mississippi, parts of Lee County, Chickasaw County, and Monroe County until 11 p.m. So it looks like there was a quick spin up there, but that's something we'll have to watch for. We've been mentioning this all night. That's our tornado threat with this. Yeah,
now we'll hold the radar right where you have it here as we go back to me full. And if it goes into Marion County, that's south of the viewing area. However, I would watch this if you're watching us as far north as the southern third of Franklin County, Alabama, in the Phil Campbell area, back to Vina and Hodges and such. I would watch that. I would also watch it south of, let's pan the radar back into North Alabama a little bit. And I would watch that we won't have to zoom in, but right where we are, I would watch that from south of Russellville to south of Moulton to south of Hartselle, the farthest southern portions of Franklin County, Lawrence County, Alabama, and Morgan County, Alabama. That's the area I would watch for that rotation in the line. Now, it won't hold a tornado warning the entire time, but you will have the overall broad rotation there for a while, and it will cycle up, cycle down, cycle up, cycle down as it holds together. I would watch those areas in particular for maybe a spin-up tornado development and a tornado warning here as we get the line into North Alabama over the next couple of hours. So no warnings in effect in our viewing area right now. We'll go back to links 1 in the watch warning map and wrap it up here. Again, no warnings in the immediate viewing area. Tornado warnings just southwest of us, however, and we'll watch southern portions of Franklin County, southern portions of Lawrence County, Alabama, southern portions of Morgan County, Alabama for that particular storm. We will also watch other storms in the line farther north that will come across southern Middle Tennessee and northwest Alabama, Colbert and Lauderdale County eastward. However, these are not severe at this moment. That's why there are no warnings in the area. Tornado watch until 1 a.m. in Tennessee in our viewing area for Wayne, Lawrence, Giles, Lewis, Murray, and Marshall counties. And then until 4 a.m. for Tishomingo County, Mississippi, and the Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, Lawrence, Limestone, and Morgan counties in the Alabama portion of our viewing area. So we'll continue to watch it very carefully. Our next live update will be here at 10:30, but we'll come back sooner if necessary with any warnings. And if there are any tornado warnings in the area, we'll be live nonstop until the danger is over. For Taylor Plott, Chase Wilson, and Sam Camp, I'm Fred Gossage, live from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you advised.